Hello, welcome everyone. In our geography session, we discuss a chapter 4th. This is a second video. In first video, we discuss the activity like a gathering, primary economic activity, that is the gathering and hunting. Now, in this video, we discuss a next activity, that is the lumbering. Lumbering is also one of the important economic activity, primary economic activity, which is depend on nature. The forest resource is important for the lumbering activity. There are the several use of forest and the several use of wood which we get from the forest area, and with the help of lumbering we get that wood, and lumbering activity is fulfilled the world demand of wood. In the world, the distribution of lumbering is here. With the help of this map we can find out the lumbering area in the world. Almost a equatorial zone where there is a densely forest, means equatorial evergreen forest are related with this area. This area is important for evergreen forest, but due to the climatic condition, daily rainfall and marsh area, Congo and Amazon river basin, the lumbering is not easily practiced and developed in this region. Almost lumbering is there, but that is only subsistence purpose lumbering is there. Then important lumbering area that is related with this 50-degree latitude in both hemisphere because of the climatic condition, and second the type of wood is also affect on this type of lumbering. Now Antarctican continent, then north part of Australia, this middle and north part of this African continent, Greenland, then middle part of Asian continent, there is a, we can observe there is a lack of lumbering activity. Some questions related with the map. First question, which countries in a monsoon region practice lumbering on a large scale? India, Myanmar, Thailand, China and etc. Japan is also there, and other countries, island countries are also there. In which part of Australia is a lumbering carried on? Southeast part of Australia, then south part and east part of Australia practice a lumbering occupation. Then third question, why do you think lumbering is not carried out in north part of Africa? In a north part of Africa, it's covered by Sahara Desert, which is the hot desert in the world, where there is a scanty rainfall, low rainfall and poor soil, sandy soil is there. It is not support to vegetation cover and forest cover. That's why lumbering is totally absent in this area. Write a note on relationship between latitude and lumbering. There is a closely relationship in between latitude and lumbering because the latitudinal extent is clear. It is responsible for the climatic condition, and that climatic condition, rainfall, is responsible for the availability of forest. So the rate of lumbering is increasing with the latitude increasing from equator to polar region. When we move from the equator to the polar region, the density of forest is reduced, but the lumbering area, the lumbering practices increase. Because high density of forest is not supportive for the lumbering activity, but quality wood and the low density or moderate density of forest is important for the lumbering activity. Lumbering is not developed on commercial level in equatorial region. Why? Yes, lumbering is not developed on a commercial level in equatorial region. This is a correct statement. This is only because of the trees in the tropical forest have hardwood. Second, these are the evergreen and dense also. And third, variety of trees grow togetherly. That's why the selective lumbering is not easy task related with the equatorial forest region. Daily rainfall occurring region is there. That's why the moist and humid air is there, which is responsible for the several types of insect, which are also one of the important obstacle in the lumbering. The people cannot survive and cannot lumbering in this region. Now next point, that is the types of forest. There are four types of forest, major four types of forest in the world. First type, that is a tropical or equatorial evergreen forest. Then tropical deciduous forest, which is also known as a monsoon forest. This tropical equatorial evergreen forest, there is a evergreen forest, then semi-evergreen, selvas are there. In tropical deciduous forest, this forest is known as also monsoon forest. Temperate deciduous forest, and fourth, temperate coniferous forest. Now we discuss one by one each type of forest is there, their area, characteristics and lumbering. In equatorial evergreen forest, area is almost related with Amazon river basin, Congo river basin, west coast of Africa, Southeast Asia is there, Papua and New Guinea. Such region is included in a equatorial evergreen forest. Now characteristics of evergreen forest: density is high. Many species are togetherly grow in this region. Hardwood is there. Inhospitable climate is also there. Unfavorable climate, very hot and humid climate is there. As well as the quality of wood is a hardwood, and density, high density of forest. Several types of species of trees are commonly grow in a one region, and that's why the selective lumbering is very hard task related with this forest. The height of trees is very high, and that's why lumbering and selective lumbering is not possible and easy. Then lumbering, traditional lumbering is there because this area is related with the less developed area due to the climatic condition, due to the economical level also. Less developed region which is not developed with the transportation system too, and that's why the transportation, lack of transportation technology is also affect on the lumbering. Less demanding hardwood is there. If the wood is soft, then that is a demand, the demand from the world is there, but the hardwood is not very demanding, and that's why the lumbering is also again very less developed. Variety of species grow in a one region. Several types of trees we can observe in this type of forest. So the lumbering is not possible in a large scale. Only traditional and subsistence based lumbering is there. Second, tropical deciduous forest. Area: Indian subcontinent region, China, northern and northeastern Australia is there, tropical Africa and America is there. The characteristics of this type of forest such is a low or moderate dense. If the forest is a low or moderate dense, at that time lumbering is easy to done. Bushes is there, variety of trees and economical trees are there. Almost this type of forest have a variety of trees, and the gathering activity is also practiced in this type of forest. Due to the bushes and less density, the lumbering is easy, and these forests are also economical. For example, teak, sandalwood, then neem, such medicinal as well as economical types of trees are there, and demand for that trees is also very large. Lumbering. These forests are near to the dense populated region. They have been deforested for agriculture purpose on a large scale. Now the lumbering activity is also for the deep for a expansion of agriculture area in this region also, as well as the for some trees are also economically important, and that's why lumbering is also practiced in this area on a commercial base also, but not very high, almost for the agricultural expansion and urbanization. Temperate deciduous forest, this is the third type of forest. In this type of forest, these forests are found in North America, East Asia, some part of Central and Western Europe, Denmark, South Sweden and Southern Norway. This type of forest are observed in a temperate zone. The climatic condition of a temperate zone is very different compared to the tropical region, and that's why the quality of forest, quality of wood is also varies from a tropical zone. These forests are less dense, widely spaced, few types of trees are there only, seasonal changes are there, and these forests are economical. Now the seasonal change. These are the deciduous forest, means the trees shed their leaves in a specific season. And one more characteristics of this forest, that is the trees are change the shade of these trees are change their shade of a leaves in a specific season. In the beginning of their leaves, the color is different, and at the end the color is also, when they shed their leaves, at that time the color is also changed. This changing color is also increase a natural beauty and one of the attraction for the tourist and Bollywood. Also the film industry is also developed in this region, so this forests are economically important. And second, the quality of trees is also very good. Few types of trees are only there, and that's why lumbering is easy. These forests are near the industrial and agricultural area and densely populated region. They have been deforested for the settlement and commercial purpose as well as industrial purpose too. So this region is highly developed industrial sector area, urbanized area, and that's why lumbering is practiced there for a economical as well as industrial purpose, land area for the expansion of land and agricultural land. Now temperate coniferous forest is there. These are the most important forest in the world. Such forests are known as also boreal forest. These forests are found in 50° to 60° north latitude in North America, Europe and Asia, in the high elevation of mountain region. In Asian continent, we can observe this forest in a high elevation, on the high elevation in a mountain region. Only one species of trees is found in this type of forest. All the trees grow tall and they have with a soft wood. Soft wood is an important quality, basic quality of this type of forest. Trees are economically important. The softwood is very important for the furniture, packaging and the paper pulp. Lumbering activity is mostly practiced in coniferous forests due to the softwood and demand. Almost we observe this type of forest in Canada. Canada is one of the important country which export paper pulp to the world market. That's why the lumbering is totally on a commercial based. In this way we can cover this point, that is the lumbering, related with the different types of forest. Okay, thank you.